Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Weather Wizard with Dave. And tonight, I'm going to give another quick update about what's going on across the country. So, starting off with the Midwest, much of the Midwest is under a cold weather advisory. And what that means is we could see wind chills of 20 to 30 below zero in some places, which is extremely cold. And this is mainly due to a very big Arctic blast coming in from Canada. In other words, there's a big, strong upper level trough coming in from the southeast, bringing this much colder air across much of the Midwest, and also making its way all the way to the south, which is very impressive. So if we look at the overall picture with 250 millibars wind speed, yeah, you can really see like the power of the upper level trough coming all the way up here from Canada. And if we look at the surface, now let's look at the surface temperatures. Um, so let's go to Monday morning, which is tomorrow morning. Portions of Minnesota is going to experience like 15 below zero, and that would be the actual temperature. In terms of the wind chills, it'll probably be like 30 to 35 degrees below zero, which is dangerously cold. So make sure if you have to get out in this cold, make sure you put on lots of layers of clothes on, wear a hat, gloves, all of that, because any exposed skin will get frostbite in just a few minutes when temperatures are this cold. So just keep that in mind. And if we look at so going to the northern Great Plains, if we look at the temperature for tomorrow morning, portions of northern Minnesota and North Dakota, it's going to be extremely cold. 10 to 15 degrees below zero as the actual temperature. And specifically, if we look at this, the Chicago area, is looking at uh, around 2 degrees as the actual temperature, with wind chills like 20 to 25 degrees below zero. And same thing for northern Indiana and Michigan and Ohio as well. And let's see, in terms of snow, not much snow going on for these next couple of days. Although earlier today's portions of Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, into Michigan did see another burst of snow, but it didn't last very long, and it was only up to like an inch or two for many places. So not much snow going on in these next couple of days. Um, let's let's go to the south, because even parts of the south is getting in on this very cold weather. In fact, um, last night into this morning, portions of the Florida Panhandle actually experienced a little bit more snow, and I was actually very surprised. Specifically, portions of Pensacola Like they ended up experiencing snow overnight last night into this morning because it got down to 32 degrees, along with a little bit of moisture on the backside of this big trough moving through. So it was 32 with light snow and fog, as you can see here in the past weather in Pensacola, right here. So, and then in terms of the cold weather advisory, like I said before, lows will be in the single digits. And then for the Chicago area, the highs are only going to be up around 10 degrees on Monday, which is tomorrow. That's that's very cold. And the wind chill is going to be even worse than that, 15 to 25 degrees below zero. And yeah, and so yeah, as I said before, these are dangerous wind chills that could cause frostbite, exposed skin within as little as a half an hour, maybe even sooner than that. So just be careful if you have to get out in the cold. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have. Let's look at the surface temperatures for portions of the deep south. So portions of the deep south for tomorrow, it's going to be another very cold morning for the Florida Panhandle, and also parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas, all of the southern states, Louisiana, you know, into East Texas as well, with lows in the 30s and even upper 20s in some places. And then as we go into Tuesday, the chilly air is still hanging around, although it warms up a little bit Tuesday, but not by much for portions of the deep south, only into the low 50s or so. So yeah, yeah, this strong upper level trough is really making so many areas a lot colder than usual. And so yeah, with that being said, I will keep you updated on this very cold weather that the country is experiencing, and to make sure you pay attention to your local weather forecasts and stuff like that. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe on this video. And until next time, the Weather Wizard with Dave is out.